Jack Punkington here, and today we are checking out the Bugera G5 Infinium head and 1x12 cab. I will switch over to my main cab, which is a JCM 4x10, a little later in the video. But I wanted to start off by showing what the head and cab is like together. So obviously this is a kind of a rip or take, whatever you want to, if you want to call it rip off, or you want to just say it's an affordable take on a Blackstar HT5 head. Very similar, you know, obviously I'm not like contracted by Bugera, so I can say whatever I want. But I mean, the more function is the same thing as the ISF on a Blackstar. It's the infinite shape feature. You can go from UK to US. You got reverb, 3-band EQ, gain, you know, volume gain for your overdrive channel, and then your clean has a tone knob, which is interesting. So that tells me that the 3-band EQ only works for the overdrive channel. Kind of lame, but a lot of amp companies do that. The reverb is pretty good. It's digital reverb. You have a headphone out, which is nice. And the headphone out has a either 1x12 setting or a 4x12 setting. You can also use it for a recording line out. And there is an effects loop in the back. This is 5 watts, but it goes down to half a watt, which is nice. So I'll go through that a little bit later. But we're running with Coffee, my Schecter, because I haven't played it a lot. And yeah. I thought it would be nice to play on it. We are on the full 5 watts. Let me double check that. Yeah, we're on the full 5 watts. So this has just a standard set of Seymour Duncans. But as you can already tell on the clean channel, I don't even have the volume up that high. If I really hit it hard, we're already hitting kind of edge of breakup sound. Kind of mess up the tone here. Pedals on besides the noise gate. I just leave that constantly on. Give it a little bit more reverb. Switch it down here to 1 watt. You can already hear the volume decrease. I messed with the tone a little too bright. Let's push that volume. And I did turn off the overdrive. Turn the reverb down too, that's a lot of reverb. This is all the volume. So you get that really even less reverb. That's still pretty a lot. Pretty crunchy. Add the overdrive. just so you can hear how quiet it actually is. That's all the volume. Yeah. With an overdrive. So, yes, did I just spend a good chunk already on the clean channel? And that's 5 watts. It's pretty loud. But, you know. Also, I did find out the foot switch I had does not work. So I'll have to buy one. But let's switch over to gain channel. Oh, I should say, well, here. I thought I had everything I needed. Now I have everything I need. Except the infinite shape feature right now is all on the US side. Let's switch it over to the UK. I said infinite shape. It's more, but it's the same thing. Halfway between. So, it sounds not bad. Let me just kind of mess with EQ a little bit. Everything kind of like on 6. Also, I have the gain halfway up. Give it a little less gain. Let's hear how, like, low gain the gain gets. Turn the volume up. Actually, with an overdrive pedal, that's very like kind of doomy. That's the gain pretty much at 0. Like as quiet as as low a gain as you can go. So, turn the volume back down. Gain back up halfway. Give it some extra punchy gain. And I'm going to put the morph setting closer to the US, but not all the way. And let's kind of A little less mids, a lot more bass, and a little less treble. A little more volume too. Add an overdrive. Okay, so let's kind of mess around here. Give it a little bit more of the UK setting. Max out the mids. A little more bass. And let's take most of the treble off. Minus the more feature, go all the way to the US. So now, what I'm going to do is kind of reverse that. Lots of treble, scoop the mids, a little less bass, just a little bit more bass. Then go to the UK setting. Okay, so kind of want to just run through everything. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put everything at noon and switch over to my main cab. So with the magic of editing, we're here. So we're now switched over to the 410 cab, and we are basically, everything's back at noon. We get a little bit more reverb. And we're back in the clean channel. A little more volume actually too. lot more clear, obviously. Yeah, an overdrive. So that's a lot of volume, and it's cool that it gets pretty crunchy. Let's switch over to the gain. A little more volume here. Kind of mess around with the settings here. I'm going to leave the more setting halfway. A little more treble. Keep the mids at half and a little more bass, a lot more treble, and a little more gain. A little more reverb. G5. Like I said, it does have some cool features. I like that it has the built-in headphone out for late night play. I like that it can go down pretty low. Let's actually real fast do that on the gain channel here. Since I didn't do that through the 410. So this is 1 watt. Let me kind of get the sound to where I like it. Now let's go down to half a watt. I mean, I can talk over this. That's the volume pretty much maxed. So it's nice. If I have the volume down like here, I mean, it's really conversation level pretty much. It's perfect for like, oh yeah, real fast. Volume all the way up in the clean. With an overdrive. Anyway. It's really cool. I think it's a neat little feature. Now, I haven't had an HT5. I know an HT1, I don't think it goes down any lower than a 1 watt. But it's been a long time since I've had a Blackstar HT1. So, I don't know. In terms of like this versus a Blackstar. But what I can say is, for what I paid, which I did not pay much, paid under $300 for the head with the cab. This is a great deal if you can find something like that. I don't know if I'd pay more than like $400 for the head and cab. I don't think I would. I really don't. Because at like $400, you could probably get your hands on like a PV Valve King head. And then you could pick up a cheap 112. That's one thing that obviously like the 112 is a big deal for me because it was... At the price level, it was fair. But honestly, the speaker in this 112 is horrible. I don't like it. It's very, very muddy. And I mean, I get it. It's a cheap speaker for a cheap cab. So I'm not like complaining about it. I just don't think it's very good. Basically, it's just there to have a speaker if you don't have one. But I want to get a different speaker. I'm going to try and get a G1275, and when I do, I'm going to do a video where I compare the sounds like this and then sounds with that G1275, and I bet it'll be a million times better. Because when I switch over to the 410, I love the sound of this amp. With just straight through this, it's not bad, it's okay. But through the 410, it's great, it sounds awesome. That's another cool thing. It shows how much speaker cabs are important. Because this is not an expensive amp. I think you can, on the cheapest I've seen them as low as $150, and on the highest as high as $250 for the head used. I think new they're like $350. Obviously I don't have the foot switch. Those are like $30 online, so I'll have to pick one up. Because a off-brand foot switch doesn't work. So, and it does say like on the back like only certain foot switches work. So I'm guessing they have some proprietary like software. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. What I do know is this is a good amp. This is not a bad deal. If you can pick up a head and cab, it's not a bad deal. My other options I was looking at were the same price, and it was a little giant 1x12 with the the Blackheart little giant head. And that's okay, but that doesn't really have a gain channel. I've had one on the channel before. and it's just a one channel, but it doesn't get super gainy, it just gets kind of crunchy. I want to pick up a little ant or a killer ant at some point and review that, just because I know it'd be more of the same, but they're so tiny and it's all tube. It's really cool. Anyway, this has been a little weird. Thank you for whoever stuck around all the way through the video. I know it's a long one because we've got head through 2 different calves to kind of compare the sound. And I've done a lot of talking. But anyway, guys, yeah, share this video, check out others on my channel. But most importantly, have a great day. Jack Punkington signing up. Peace, everyone.